Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here back playing as one of the last episodes of Portugal. So I want to apologize for no episode yesterday. Had a bunch of computer trouble, which was very annoying to deal with. So anyhow, that should be fixed for the moment. So yeah, if this suddenly is a very shortened episode, well, you guys won't see it. We're working on finishing off revolutionary France, and we're also in another British war in Asia. So, we managed to piece out Songhai and gain access to the last uncolonized areas of the game. We're on our way sending a colonist there at the moment. Okay, yeah. Also, the Netherlands is unlawful territory. We are hoping to then go after the Netherlands, probably by attacking one of their allies, but we'll see how that actually works out. Tech-wise, we're still doing fine. Got to keep demanding unlawful territory versus some of these guys, just to mess them up a little bit more. Rebels. Oh, it's not me though. Also, the Ming are involved in this war in Asia, which is, yeah, interesting. The Ming are totally doomed if Britain actually fights them. So we'll see though. Britain's proved to be pretty incompetent so far. Oh, one of my advisors passed on. Rest in peace. There's one tiny French army causing trouble in Africa. And it's just a matter of cleaning up their one fort that I have yet to take in Indonesia. Right there. And then that should force a surrender, but we shall see. The other thing is to avoid getting absolutely annihilated by the entire Ming military. No, I don't actually want that area. We should be able to get a better one than that. Tech. Colonists are working away. There we go. That should be enough. Okay, I guess not. I still gotta hold out for a little while longer, I guess. Oh, they do have one tiny little army, which is probably part of the reason. Oh, remember how I was complaining about my colonists not being very productive about improving provinces? All of a sudden, they've managed to improve quite a few of them. And yes, well, I could be doing more and giving out land to states. I've got enough monarch points till the rest of the game since we're not going on any major conquering sprees. Annoying this. Revolutionary France still has a functioning military. Where's my... Oh, I can't sail because of the Ming. Of course, of course, of course. 99% war score. They still got their willingness to hold out indefinitely, though. Kind of like to help the English here, but they walked into this fight on their own, and they've got a much larger force than I do in the area. So it's kind of up to them to win this fight. And I don't have high hopes for it. They've got at least 3 targets they could be attacking. Instead, they're just sieging provinces, it looks like. There we go. Hey! Finally, action from the British. Whoa, action from the British. What was that? 2 stack wipes, maybe even a third unless something changes. Go Great Britain, you finally acted properly. I know, it's a miracle. Royal marriage with Great Britain died. There we go. Great Britain is not in this war, are they? Okay. Trying to figure out where they are and are not involved in my fights. Come on, France. Eventually the French are gonna have to give up, and then I will remove them from the map. Go British Navy. Handful of heavy ships are annihilating the much larger, but not as military Ming fleet. They didn't have any heavy ships, but still, impressive victory. Okay, that's a low. The full annexation, and we will take over the Scottish territories as well. If in some case we were to invade Great Britain ever, which we're not going to, that would give us a basis to invade them. Actually, did we invade them or did we just take them over? No, it's just my colonial nations. Who cares? They're gonna be rebellious no matter what I do, pretty much. It's a bit annoying though. Okay, it's now time to find some way to attack the Netherlands. Whoops. Hi cat, what are you after? Cat is strangely compelled by the Europa Universalis on the screen. Cat, I need you to move so I can actually see the computer. Nope. Okay. Have to look around the cat for a minute. Sorry if that's a little bit off then. Who do we want to go after? We could go after Frankfurt or we could go after Brandenburg. If we go after Frankfurt, okay, they have allies. If I go after Brandenburg, they're guaranteed by Bohemia and allied with stronger people. Looks like we're going to go after Frankfurt. And we have a couple new armies to add to the mix. On top of our already existing immense forces. The key is to get the Dutch into the war, because they own the only institution we don't have at the moment. We've got 3, 4, and then 5. And then 6. Okay. Interesting how feudalism doesn't have an institution, but seems to come from 1066, so technically I would say it would either occur in Normandy or London, but maybe that's just the earliest date they gave this game. Abolish slavery, potential coalition. That's not so good. Okay, I really need that diplomat. Oh my gosh, I might not be able to pull this off because everybody's joining a coalition versus me. I can't attack until I get my diplomat back. If everybody's in a coalition versus me. We might be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, Frankfurt is not in the coalition versus me. It's gonna make my life easier. Okay, if we are to do this, we go after these guys, and that should call all of their allies into the war, and we will call all of our allies into the war. Okay. To there, to there, there. Okay, what are we looking at for enemies? Oh, they're all nicely confined to a manageable region, are they not? You to there. You to actually there. You to there. What else? Huh, that's the majority of them. Okay. We're probably going to trigger an even larger coalition after this mess, but it'll be a start. Now I've got to try and get this army back to my lands without it getting annihilated. The British, despite winning those battles, are still struggling a bit to contain the Ming. They're not even dealing with Majapahit. Ming do want peace, though. Revolts in the Ming and Ming military strength. It'd be nice if my colonial nations were reoccupying territory, but they seem to have stopped. Isn't it delightful? Okay, let's win this war. There we go. I've actually filled in the green now. Portugal. Shame Songhai exists. They're kind of ruined the aesthetic there. Along with Beja, I could live with the Ottomans. Close enough shade of green, but the others are ruining the aesthetic. Okay, let's see how this goes. I gotta be a little bit careful because they could actually beat some of my armies. Because I don't have commanders in charge of them. And I can't afford to hire more. There's the one thing that gets slightly more difficult as you have larger nations. There should be some way to scale the amount of army commanders you get. I know you can take ideas and stuff to get them, but it's still not enough. Just is a little bit annoying. Whoops. We have sunk the Dutch flagship. Apparently. I'm wondering, I might be able to literally just form a solid wall of my troops, so anybody going south will have to attack a much larger force. Let's barrage you there. The Dutch only have one fort, which is interesting. Hopefully we can take that out soon. Wurzburg should leave the war now. Or not, because I haven't actually taken the war goal. Oops. Barrage that. Captured 25 ships from the Dutch. Wow. That was a big victory for us and the British. Probably more the British than me, to be honest. Seems to be the way of the world. If there's a naval victory, it's the British. If there's a land battle, probably me. At least it's nice to know the AI is good with navies, even if they're not the best at naval invasions. There we go. That should create a solid line of troops, actually. Ah yes, the conversion of France continues. How's it looking? Confined to the Anjou region. Okay, capital of the Netherlands has fallen. Time to occupy everything else, pretty much. This war, of course, I'm not going to really be able to piece anyone out until Frankfurt itself falls. However, we could become Defender of the Faith again from the British, so we'll do that. Würzburg is in fact Catholic, so actually I should be fine with that peace deal. Even if we can't reform the empire, might as well spare the Catholics. We still have a lot of authority, but nobody is ever going to let us reform the HRE. Unfortunately. But that's the way it goes. I'm not strong enough to completely wipe them out, and they're not strong enough to stop me. Strangely annoying mess. If I was almost any other country in the game with actual naval combat strength. Literally, the only strength Portugal gets is this yearly absolutism that would contribute any military combat level. I don't even get ship durability. Okay. We need one province from the Netherlands, although I wouldn't mind taking like 2 or 3, forcing them to release a couple others. Okay. Anyone else we're at war with? Oh wow, we're still sieging Ulm too. There we go. More core provinces. Okay, that should be Cologne done. Just do peace deal. Basic white peace. We don't actually need any of their lands. Frankfurt must fall. It is proving difficult to siege. Let's move in some more troops. Greater cannons. There we go. Speed things up a bit. Full bonus to siege. Oh, we actually lost a siege. Wow. Should be able to just sit back. Austria or one of the others should deal with it. Is there any way I can catch that Dutch army? There we go. We're gonna hit this Dutch force with considerably more troops. We'll see if it's enough. They have a general, we do not have a general, but we have an overwhelming amount of troops. We're not doing so hot. We would have won it eventually, but wow. Tough to finish off for sure. There we go. That does finish off the Dutch forces though. Peace deal with Ulm. You are in fact Catholic, so I'm fine with that. And that also should remove them, yep, from the coalition. Frankfurt still stands, though, somehow. Credit to Frankfurt, they're holding out a lot longer than pretty much any other fort has. In quite a while, even though they're not actually that defensive. Since I want a lot from the Dutch, we're going to wait for everything else. Apparently I'm at war with Silesia? Oh. Okay, I didn't know that. I'll send some troops over there. Looks like the Ottomans have been wiping out Bohemia. Oops, I apparently can raise another general. There's a commander for you. 5363. Ugh. The fact that it's so much easier to get maneuver rather than anything else. Let's take this Dutch land. Any chance I can force... Nope. Can't force religion at all. I don't want to release those guys. Apparently all the nations in the HRE don't exist anymore to be released. Could return some land though. Let's see, what do we got? Hesse is Catholic, so they can get some lands. That's pretty much all I can do there. I would like those 2 provinces personally, and I wouldn't mind more, but I think that's all I'm going to safely be able to steal. I don't really want them to return that land. We're getting near the end of the game. I can't actually take any more lands anyhow. Okay, well we'll take a fair amount of money from the Dutch, and we will get the achievement Fanatic Collectivist, which is of course a reference to Stellaris probably, or vice versa. Well, actually no, it would be Fanatic like egalitarian or something. So there's another achievement done. So I think that will be it for this episode. Not really sure where we're going to go next. We've pretty much nailed all the other achievements. I could do this Populists in Government at the end right before I stop Switch. Still need to do Industrial Powerhouse, in fact. Did I? Oh, I didn't acquire much land in Europe, did I? Darn, I should have probably taken something along those lines. Okay, well anyway, I'll stop here. I'll try and figure out where I can get another furnace in between episodes and stuff. So I will see you guys all then. Bye for now.